Here for week 2 of our virtual trick challenge. And our trick for this week is Paws Up, which Nova is demonstrating for me. Good girl. This is a foundation behavior, and it's something that I teach in all of my classes at this point. So if you've been with me for agility, tricks, or fitness, you probably already know this one. Stay tuned into the end of the video though. I will give you guys some ideas on how to increase the difficulty and present your dog with some new challenges. I will also be publishing an add-on video partway through the week. So I will actually teach you guys a more advanced behavior based on this skill. So let's get started. I'm using a phone book wrapped in duct tape today. It's like the perfect size. It's really stable. If you have the materials at home, feel free to make your own. We use them at the center all the time. If not, anything you have around the house that's just a few inches off the ground and is wider than your dog's shoulders will be perfect for this exercise. I'm also working with cheese instead of kibble today. So you don't have to use cheese, but I would recommend a treat that's a little bit softer that your dog can kind of nibble on, because we're going to be using luring for this skill, and I want them to be able to nibble so that I have a little more control over where I move them. Typically, if the head is moving in a certain direction, those front feet are right behind it. So that's a benefit in this case. So I'll demonstrate. I'm going to let the dog nibble. I'm going to move nice and slow towards the object. Yes, good girl. Now Nova knows this. This is the first trick she ever learned. So obviously she steps right up on the book. I was able to mark, and she's already getting rewarded because she was still nibbling at that point. If I have a dog that's a little more nervous about the object, and that's why we started teaching Nova in the first place, she didn't like new things, so it built a really, really great positive association for her. I can actually shape this behavior. So I want to think about it in terms of my end goal being 2 paws up on that phone book, but I'm going to take baby steps to get there. So I may have to start with the dog leaning forward and maybe just bumping their foot accidentally, mark and reward that. Then I'm looking for a little bit of a weight shift with a paw lift, reward that. Then we can work towards getting 1 paw down and then 2 paws down. So mark and reward each of those baby steps along the way until you get closer and closer to your end goal. If I have a dog that is just moving too quick, so let's say I pull forward and the dog steps right over the phone book, I can push back, yes, slightly, to try and get them to back up and step on that phone book, or I can reset them and just try and move a little bit slower, yes, good girl, towards my object. I will ask you guys, please try and refrain from helping your dog in the following 2 ways. Number 1, physical manipulation. So physically taking my dog's foot and placing it on the object. So I really want the dog to learn how to interact with new things and how to learn. And if I'm taking away their ability to try things out and work with me, then they're not getting the chance to kind of problem solve on their own. The other thing I want you guys to try and refrain from is using other behaviors that they already know because you think it might help them. So a popular one is usually asking for the dog's paw and then either placing it or trying to get them to drop it on the phone book. Sometimes it kind of works, but once again, I don't want them to think that they have to give paw there. I want all of their focus to be on the object in front of them. So for my more advanced students, finding objects around the house that are different surface materials. So an upside down food bowl, metal surface. I've got a plastic surface here in this fitness step. A smaller item. So something like this is going to require the dog to bring their feet a little bit closer together than their natural stance. Also unstable objects. So a balance disc, a peanut, or a fitness ball. I will say these items that are movable, I would recommend that you hold them stable so that the dog isn't rolling around and falling off. We just want to make sure they can get those 2 front feet up and they feel confident doing that. So good luck, have fun, and once again, if you have any questions, please feel free to message me, post comments, post your videos for feedback. Happy to help, and I will see you guys in a couple days.